Members of the House, please be seated.
Will the House come to order? Mr. Clerk.
Aloha and good afternoon. Today's invocation will be delivered by Representative Gregor Iligan.
Please be seated. Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Vice Speaker, and members of the House of Representatives. Today, I'd like to remember three great and inspiring people who continue to teach us important lessons. Billy Kinoe, for showing aloha to everyone he encountered. Cliff Suji, for always taking the time to recognize others' talents, abilities, and achievements. And Daniel Inouye, for showing that progress is a marathon, not a sprint, and is best achieved by celebrating the incremental wins. Please join me in a moment of silence to remember these leaders. We remember these great leaders for their accomplishments, which have given us what we have today. Let us bless this meeting as we work together and make decisions they'd be proud of. Mahalo, everyone.
Thank you, Representative. Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Mr. Aquino, Ms. Bellotti, Mr. Bronco, Mr. Cullen, Ms. DeCoit, Ms. Eli, Mr. Ganadin, Mr. Gates, Ms. Har,
Present.
Mr. Hashem, Mr. Hashimoto, Mr. Holt, Ms. Ichiyama, Mr. Iligan, Mr. Johansson, Ms. Capella, Ms. Kitagawa, Mr. Bertrand Kobayashi,
Excused.
Mr. Dale Kobayashi, Mr. Kong, Mr. Lopresti,
Present.
Ms. Lowen, Ms. Luke, Ms. Martin, Mr. Matayoshi, Ms. Matsumoto,
Present.
Mr. McDermott, Mr. McKelvey, Ms. Morikawa, Ms. Nakamura, Mr. Nakashima, Mr. Nishimoto, Mr. Ono,
Excused.
Ms. Okimoto, Mr. Onishi, Ms. Peruso, Mr. Quinlan, Mr. Saiki, Mr. Sayama, Mr. Takayama, Mr. Takumi, Mr. Tam, Mr. Tarnas, Mr. Todd, Mr. Tokioka, Mr. Ward, Ms. Wildberger, Mr. Woodson, Mr. Yamane, Mr. Yamashita, Mr. Speaker.
Here.
Mr. Speaker, 49 members are present, 2 are excused.
Please note the presence of Representative Bert Kobayashi. Reading of the Journal, Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, may this matter be deferred.
So ordered. Mr. Clerk, are there any messages from the Governor?
Mr. Speaker, there are none.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Are there any Senate communications?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, we are in receipt of communications transmitting the noted Senate bills, all having passed third reading in the Senate.
Thank you. Representative Bellotti.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the Senate bills laying on the clerk's desk pass first reading by title.
Thank you. Representative Morikawa.
I second the motion.
Thank you. It has been moved and seconded that the Senate bills laying on the clerk's desk pass first reading by title. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed say no. The motion is carried. We're on item number 5, unfinished business. Members, House Bill 356, House Draft 1, will be deferred one legislative day. Item 6, reports of standing committees. Representative Bellotti.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt Standing Committee Report numbers 147 through 198 as listed on pages 2 through 15, and that the accompanying House bills as may be amended pass second reading and be referred to their designated committees.
Thank you, Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Thank you very much. Members, we're on page 2, top of page 2, stand come report number 147, discussion. 148, 149, 150, top of page 4, stand come report number 155. I apologize, members. I skipped a page, so I apologize. Top of page 3, stand come report number 151. 152, 153, 154. Thank you, members. Top of page 4, stand come report number 155. 156. Yes, Representative Okimoto.
With reservations, please.
So ordered. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Representative. We're still on stand come report number 156. Further discussion. We're going to move on to stand come report number 157. 158. Top of page 5, stand come report number 159. Representative Okimoto.
Reservations, please.
So ordered. Representative Decoy.
Reservations, Mr. Speaker, and permission to insert comments to the journal.
So ordered.
Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Any further discussion? Stand come report number 159.
Mr. Speaker?
Yes, Representative Har.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Please note my reservations.
So ordered, Representative. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Further discussion, members, still on stand come report number 159. If not, thank you very much. Stand come report number 160, Representative McDermott.
Mr. Speaker, I have reservations, a few comments.
So ordered. Please proceed with
I'd
reservations.
certainly support the aspirational goals of this measure, but I am not sure what the metrics are you would use to determine them. That's my concern. And then does it rise to the level where we are messing with the Constitution? Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Representative. Further discussion, stand come report number 160, Representative Ward.
Speaker, further to my colleague's comments of Eva Beach, I have reservations because it looks like to the man on the street, the woman on the street, that if we want to have a efficient and what are the words that they use here, a school system that is of efficiency and thorough, you mean you don't have it now? What are you guys doing at the DOE? So in a way, it could backfire and kind of embarrass us rather than make us look like, yeah, we're going to make an efficient and a very thorough DOE. With those things, reservation, or we can wordsmith it to be a little bit less loosey-goosey, if you will. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Okimoto.
No vote, please.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative. Further discussion, stand come report number 160. Thank you, members. Stand come report number 161. 162. Top of page 6, stand come report number 163. 164. 165. 166. Top of page 7, stand come report number 167. Yes, Representative Peruso.
No vote.
No vote, so ordered. Thank you, Representative. Further discussion, stand come report number 167, Representative Wahlberger.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Same request.
No vote for Wahlberger. Thank you, Representative. Representative Vanaden.
No vote.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative. Further discussion? Yes, Representative Capella.
No vote, Mr. Speaker, and a comment, if possible.
Yes, please proceed in opposition, Representative.
I do appreciate the need to protect Hawaii's critical electrical infrastructure, but I cannot in good conscience support this bill. House Bill 686 is modeled on legislation that is proposed by the American Legislative Exchange Council that has been used by fossil fuel and energy companies in other states to criminalize climate change demonstrators and indigenous rights activists. It does so in a draconian way by grading the new offense of trespassing on electrical infrastructure as a Class C felony, something that is much higher than the corresponding penalties for standard trespassing that already exist in our state law. The legislature should not be eroding the First Amendment rights of environmental justice and Native Hawaiian rights activists, especially in the midst of a climate emergency and serious discussions about the preservation of our Aina. Instead, we should be making sure that we come together to deliver a green future that sustains our islands for generations to come. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Representative. Still on stand camera report number 167. Any further discussion? Yes, Representative Gates.
Mr. Speaker, can I get a WR as well as permission to insert written comments?
Yes, so ordered.
Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Yes, Representative McKelvey.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As this is coming to judiciary, I look forward to the conversation on the concerns there, but until then, with reservations.
WR for McKelvey. Thank you, Representative. Further discussion? Stand camera report number 167. Yes. Anyone else?
Mr. Speaker,
Representative LaPresti.
thank you. Reservations.
WR.
The same. Since I'm on judiciary, look forward to the discussion there. But in the meantime, reservations, please.
Thank you, Representative. WR for LaPresti. Any further discussion, members? Still on stand camera report number 167. Thank you. Stand camera report number 168. Yes, Representative Okimoto.
Mr. Speaker, with reservations
So ordered.
and permission to insert written comments into the journal.
Also ordered. Thank you, Representative. Further discussion? Stand camera report number 168. 169. Stand camera report number 169. Representative Kong.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. With reservations.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative. Any further discussion? We're on stand camera report number 169.
Mr. Speaker?
Yes, Representative Har.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Please note my reservations.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative. Any further discussion? Still on stand camera report number 169. If not, thank you. Stand camera report number 170. Representative Donovan, sorry.
Mr. Speaker, in strong support, Mr. Speaker, the writ of habeas corpus is enshrined in law. It is a basis of our democracy. It means, in brief, to bring me the body. The government's capacity to bring an individual before it for rulemaking, for decision-making, it is the basis of much of our state and federal constitutions. This bill clarifies the two compacts which allow citizens of the state of Hawaii to be housed in jurisdictions outside of the state. It clarifies that the jurisdiction of the state of Hawaii travels with the body. It goes with our prisoners. It doesn't matter if they are in Arizona or New York or Mars, really. It means that the state of Hawaii retains the capacity to bring them back home. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Representative. Yes, Representative Okimoto.
With reservations, please.
So ordered.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Further discussion, members? If not, thank you. We're going to be on top of page 8. Stand camera report number 171. Discussion. Stand camera report number 172. Representative McDermott, followed by Representative Peruso.
No vote, sir.
No for McDermott. Thank you. Representative Peruso.
Actually, I'm on standing com report 171, so I can wait until.
Oh, okay, we'll go back to STANCOM 171 after we finish 172. Representative Okimoto.
With reservations, please.
So ordered. We're still on STANCOM report number 172. Representative Ward.
Same request.
WR for Ward on 172. Any further discussion, members, on STANCOM report number 172? If not, thank you.
Hold on.
Representative Ganaden, I apologize.
Apologies. This is related to Standing Committee Report number 172, relating to the phase-out of private prisons?
Correct.
Okay. To my knowledge, Speaker, this is the first time that this has come before a debate before the House of Representatives. My much thanks to the Legislative Reference Bureau for doing some legal research along with my
Point
office.
of order,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Speaker.
For what reason do you stand, Representative Ganaden?
In strong support.
In strong support. Please continue. Thank you.
Thank you. In 1989, when House Bill 411 came before this body, there was no debate. It authorized the Director of Corrections to transfer inmates out of state. In 1992, when Senate Bill 2900 came before this body on the 46th day, it had no debate. The same happened in 1994. It passed without debate on the 36th day. Mr. Speaker, it is well documented that the transfer of inmates out of state has a disproportionate impact on indigenous peoples. specifically here in the state of Hawaii on Native Hawaiians. A 2010 study by the University of Hawaii as well as Georgetown University documents that. It is a global issue. I would like us to move beyond blame. I think that there are well-intended people in the judiciary and in this body who do not intend to effectuate continued systemic racism. It has more to do with the way implicit biases stack upon each other, the way that history seems to condense. In 2017, the Honolulu Motion Picture annual award ceremony named Out of State its Best Picture, which discussed this issue. There has been much discussion of best practices and research to the point. We support, through the payment of private prisons, organizations like GEO Group and Core Civic, the private facilities that have been the primary beneficiaries of the Trump administration's jailing of children at the border. We hope that this practice will end. Just last week, in an executive order, the federal government has ended its relationships with private prisons. We should do the same, as has New York, California, Texas, and other states. It currently costs $78 per day to house a prisoner out of state. I would like, Mr. Speaker, for myself and other members to think of all the ways that the state is cutting to the bone and all the positions on the chopping block this year. The way we fund shareholder interests of private prison investors, and we fund essentially children in cages. This bill will not take place immediately. It will not happen in the next year. It will happen in the next several years. And the passage of meaningful bail reform and sentencing reform, as well as the smart prosecution of crime, which is already happening, as well as the inclusion of the Oversight Commission and data collected by the Supreme Court, will be essential in this practice. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Representative. Any further discussion? Stand time report number 172, Representative Wahlberger.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In strong support of my colleague from Kalihi, I'd like to have his words entered into the journal as if they were mine.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative. Further discussion? Yes. Representative Tam.
Mr. Speaker, same request.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative. Any further discussion still on stand time report number 172? If not, thank you very much. We're going to go back to stand time report number 171, Representative Caruso.
I stand in strong support, except I have a request for the next committee. I noted that advocates had some concerns about the makeup of the working group that's discussed in this measure, and I concur with those concerns. So I guess my position is with reservations.
Duly noted. Thank you, Representative. Any further discussion? We went back to stand time report number 171, Representative Capella.
Reservations, Mr. Speaker.
So ordered. Thank you. Further discussion? If not, thank you, members. We're going to move to stand time report number 173, Representative Holt.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Reservations, brief comment.
Please proceed with reservations.
With all due respect to my neighbor from Kalihi, if we don't build a new jail, we'll never get rid of OCCC, and I believe it's been in the works for a while. So, yes, thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Any further discussion? Stand time report number 173, Representative Gonadin, followed by Representative McDermott.
Apologies, I do not know procedure. In response or prospective rebuttal to my neighbor and the representative from Kalihi. I am not in disagreement. The state is...
For what reason do you stand?
In strong support, Mr.
In strong
Speaker.
support? Okay, please proceed. Thank you.
The eventual replacement of the Oahu Community Correctional Center will happen. It will happen probably sooner rather than later. However, it needs to be done with best practices, with the intention of supporting victims, with the knowledge that there's a disproportionate impact of criminal justice on certain communities, as well as with the inclusion of the Hawaii State Justice Oversight Commission, which includes over 150 years of experience of state workers, to talk about ways that we can include restorative justice practices, save the state funds. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Representative McDermott.
No vote, Mr. Speaker.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative. Further discussion, Representative Okimoto.
With reservations, please.
So ordered. Representative Ward, followed by Representative Tokioka.
No vote, please.
No vote for Ward. Representative Tokioka.
Reservations.
So ordered. Further discussion, members. Representative Caruso.
Strong support.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative. Further discussion? If not, thank you, members.
Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker?
Yes, Representative Har.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Please note my reservations, and may I please adopt the words of the representative from Chinatown.
Yes, so ordered. Thank you, Representative Har. Further discussion, members? Still on stand camera report number 173, Representative Quinlan.
With reservations, please.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative. Any further discussion on this measure? If not, thank you. Stand camera report number 174, discussion. Top of page 9, stand camera report number 175, 176, stand camera report number 177, Representative Gates.
Mr. Speaker, with reservations and permission to insert written comments.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative Decoit, followed by Representative Okimoto. Decoit, followed by Representative Okimoto.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Same request.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative Okimoto.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. With reservations, please.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative Tokioka, followed by Representative Ilagan.
Reservations.
So ordered. Representative Ilagan. No.
No vote, Mr.
No
Speaker.
vote.
And permission to insert written comments to the journal.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative. Further discussion, Representative Capella, followed by Representative Peruso.
No vote, Mr. Speaker.
So ordered. No for Capella. Representative Peruso.
No vote.
No vote for Peruso. Thank you. Representative Nakamura, followed by Representative Eli.
In strong support.
Strong support. Please
Some
proceed.
comments? Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just wanted to state that HHFDC right now has to go to the DLNR each time they want to do something on public lands, which adds time and resources to get affordable housing built. This is their mission. People who have part Hawaiian or Native Hawaiians who do not qualify for DHHL lands, and there's an estimate of 200,000 part Hawaiians, have no other choice but to go, and who have low incomes, have no other choice but to work with HHFDC finance projects. So you can put all of these lands and ceded lands and give it over to OHA, but these lands will stay empty unless we build affordable housing. And that's why I'm really proud that HHFDC has been working in Leali'i in Lahaina, Maui, to partner with DHHL for development of the Honokawai well. HHFDC is providing $10 million of dwelling unit revolving fund, and DHHL is funding any additional costs to build the well. They're going to split the water, and HHFDC sold Village 1A and 1B at Leali'i to DHHL. Furthermore, Mr. Speaker, HHFDC also sold improved lands to DHHL in various projects, including Laiopula in Kona, Hawaii, the villages of Kapolei in Kapolei, Oahu, and Waihole Valley on Oahu. I stand in strong support of efforts to give HHFDC the power to address the affordable housing need in the state of Hawaii.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Eli, followed by Representative Tarnas.
No vote.
No vote for Eli. Representative Tarnas.
Thank you. In strong support, and may I have the words of the Housing Chair adopted as if they were my own.
So ordered.
Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Yes, Representative Tam.
Same request.
So ordered. Thank you. Further discussion, members?
Mr. Speaker?
Yes, Representative Har.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In strong support, may I please adopt the words of the Chair of Housing and brief comments, please?
So ordered. Proceed with brief comments.
Speaker, this bill essentially gives HHFDC another tool in which to provide affordable housing for our local residents. At the end of the day, we do not have enough affordable housing in the state of Hawaii. The fact of the matter is that we have Currently, a study by UHERO shows that 11,000 people, because of the pandemic, are behind on their rental assistance payments. So the fact of the matter is that if we think that the homelessness population is not going to increase after the moratoriums are lifted, we're fooling ourselves. We need to do everything we can to support HHFDC so that they can expedite the production of affordable housing units in the state of Hawaii for our local residents. So for these reasons, Mr. Speaker, I stand in strong support. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Any further discussion? Yes, Representative Hashimoto, followed by Representative Morikawa.
Thank you, Speaker. Strong support. I'd like to adopt the Housing Chair's comments as if they're my own.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative. Representative Morikawa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd also like to strong support, and I'd like the words of the representative from Kapolei and from
Your colleague
District
from
14
Kauai.
as if they were my own, and also note that as a part Hawaiian person who does not qualify for Hawaiian homelands, this is the opportunity for those people to get housing. And this is critical, and we have asked OHA for some help in getting a database of all these people that may qualify for this. So thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Representative. Any further discussion, members? If not, thank you very much. We're going to move on to Stand-Come Report number 178. Top of page 10, Stand-Come Report number 179, 180, 181, 182, top of page 11, 183. Representative Okimoto.
Mr. Speaker, with reservations, please.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative. Still on Stand-Come Report number 183, discussion. Thank you. 184, Representative Ward.
Speaker, strong support.
Strong support, please proceed.
Very, very brief comment. When we talk about housing for Hawaiians, this is an excellent bill. I hope it goes, and I hope it multiplies to where this 100-year obligation will finally be fulfilled. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Okimoto.
With reservations, please.
So ordered. Thank you. Further discussion? Thank you very much. We're going to move on to Stand-Come Report number 185. Discussion. Representative Okimoto.
Reservations, please.
So ordered. Thank you. If there's no further, we're on Stand-Come Report number 185. Representative Ward.
Mr. Speaker, okay, I'm going to vote no on this because the Supreme Court.
Representative, for what reason do you rise?
I rise to cast a no vote.
No vote. In opposition, please proceed.
In opposition, because the Judicial Selection Committee, in the hearing on this bill, specifically said, hey, we already do this. And I think it's also embarrassing if the public, again, the guy in the street, the gal on the street, is going to say, should the Judicial Selection Commission be guided by principles of merit in the selection of judicial nominations, which recalls the opposite. What, are these all political cronies? No, they're not. They're adjudicated judiciously and objectively, and this one is more embarrassing the way it goes out. Now, look, I'm not the guy in the street, but when I see feedback and I see wording like this, I think we can do a better job, is the fact, Mr. Speaker. And the selection committee says they're already doing it. It ain't broke, so why fix it? Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Ward. Further discussion? If not, thank you. We're going to be on the top page 12, Stand-Come Report number 186. 186. 187. Yes, Representative Okimoto.
With reservations, please.
So ordered. Thank you, Representative. Still on 187. Representative Ward.
Same request.
So ordered. WR for Ward on 187. We're going to move on to Stand-Come Report number 188. 189. Representative Okimoto.
Reservations, please.
So ordered. Representative Ward.
Same request.
So ordered. WR for Ward on 189. Further discussion, members? Stand-Come Report number 189. If not, thank you. Top of page 13. Stand-Come Report number 190. Discussion. Representative Okimoto.
No vote, please.
So ordered. Further discussion. Representative Ward, followed by Representative Wahlberger.
No vote.
No vote for Ward. Representative Wahlberger.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. With reservations.
WR.
Comment.
Please proceed with reservations.
I'm grateful for the chair to reduce the felony to a misdemeanor, but I still have concerns about the very broad definition of essential workers and their impact of traveling to neighbor islands. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Further discussion? Yes, Representative Tam.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. With reservations, and I hope that we can address some of the broadness in the bill in the next committee.
Thank you very much, Representative. Further discussion? Yes, Representative Dale Kobayashi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. No vote.
No vote for Kobayashi. Dale, thank you. Thank you very much. Further discussion? Okay, thank you very much. We're going to move on to stand from report number 191. Representative Okimoto.
No vote, please.
So ordered. Representative Tokioka.
With reservations.
So ordered. Further discussion? Thank you, members.
Mr. Speaker?
Yes,
Mr.
Representative
Speaker?
Har.
Reservations, please, Mr. Speaker.
So ordered. WR for Har. Thank you, Representative. Further discussion? We're still on stand from report number 191. Thank you, members. Stand from report number 192. Representative McDermott.
No vote, please.
No for McDermott. Representative Okimoto.
Same request.
No vote for Okimoto. Representative Ward, followed by Representative Tokioka.
With reservation.
WR for Ward. Representative Tokioka.
No vote.
No vote for Tokioka. Representative DeCoit.
All reservations, Mr. Speaker.
WR for DeCoit.
Thank you.
Thank you. Further discussion?
Mr. Speaker?
Yes, Representative Har.
No vote.
No vote for Har. Thank you. Further discussion? Okay, if not, we're going to move on to stand from report number 193. Discussion. Top of page 14, stand from report number 194. Discussion. Representative McDermott.
No vote.
So ordered. Representative Ward.
Same request.
No vote for Ward. Representative Okimoto.
Same request, please.
No vote for Okimoto. Further discussion? If there's no further discussion, thank you, members. We're going to move on to stand from report number 195. Discussion. Representative Okimoto.
No vote, please.
No for Okimoto. Further discussions? 195. Thank you. Stand from report number 196. Representative Okimoto.
With reservations, please.
So ordered. Further discussion? If not, stand from report number 197. Representative Tokioka, followed by Representative Okimoto.
Reservations.
So ordered. Representative Okimoto.
Same request.
So ordered. WR for Okimoto. We're on stand from report number 197. Further discussion? If
Mr.
not,
Speaker?
yes, Representative Har.
Mr. Speaker, reservations, please.
So ordered. Thank you. Any further discussion? If not, thank you, members. We're going to move on to the top of page 15, stand from report number 198. Discussion. Okay. If there's no discussion, members, we will be taking a voice vote. This will be for stand from report numbers 147 through 198 as listed on pages 2 through 15. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed say no. The motion is carried. Mr. Clerk, are there any resolutions for action?
Mr. Speaker, there are no resolutions for action. May all others be referred to print.
So ordered. Members, are there any announcements?
Mr.
Yes,
Speaker.
Representative Nakashima.
Mr. Speaker, your Committee on Judiciary and Hawaiian Affairs requests a waiver of the 48-hour notice for the purpose of conducting a public hearing on HB 185 and 204. I'm sorry.
Yes, and Chair Nakashima, can I have the date, time, and place?
Yes, this will be on February 12th at 2 p.m. in conference room 325.
So ordered.
Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Any other announcements, members? Chair has an announcement. If there are no further announcements, Chair would like to remind members of today's triple referral filing deadline. For any bills moving from their first committees to their second committees in a triple referral, you must file the committee reports with the Chief Clerk's office by 6 p.m. this evening. Please allow yourselves and your staff sufficient time to file reports before the deadline. Representative Bellotti.
Mr. Speaker, I move that this House stand adjourned until 12 noon tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed say no. The motion is carried. The House stands adjourned until 12 noon tomorrow.